What's up? BigHerc916. Positivity, motivation. Never settle for average. We do it over here. I always like to lace you guys up, give you some real game. I want to see you win in life. And if you're out there dating, doing your thing, hooking up with females, be careful, man. Watch for the signs so you don't fall victim. One of the first things you want to look into is if she has kids, who did she have her kids with? What is her baby daddy about? Is he a gang member? Is he a known street dude? Is he a thug? Because if he is, busting her cheeks ain't worth the drama. And what I mean by that, he come over to pick up the kid. He see you doing your thing, just kicking it, trying to be respectful. He don't like you. Maybe you dress too nice. Maybe you talk too proper. I mean, he just mad because you busting his girl's cheeks and the baby there. That's a problem. He see you, maybe you shining. He might want to try to rob you. He might want to try to jump you. Anything can happen, man. I mean, I used to check out a female's like pictures and see like, okay, if she had kids, if her baby daddy was a known gang member and he had a cousin named, June June or Big Reg or Thug C or something crazy, I'm cool. Depending on if the dude didn't have a profession, I'm not going to take chances on trying to compete with him for a piece of ass that can possibly cost me my life, man. I remember there was a female one time when I was single, and she was cute, cool, intelligent, pretty, but when she told me, oh yeah, my baby daddy, he kind of known, and his brother, they kind of run this little neighborhood, and I met him when I was young, but we sometimes he be tripping, but I had a restraining order filed on him. A restraining order? You cool with him now? You got to meet in public to drop the kid off? I'm cool, man. Don't need the headaches, man. Too much drama. I remember another time, female pretty, I'm on a dating app. And, first time we meet up, it's somewhere public at a coffee spot. I can't remember where it was. But then she told me where she lived at. She lived like somewhere in, I want to say East LA, but it was in a known hood. And I'm thinking like, I am not going to go over there and hook up with her for no dinner, for no cheek busting, mess around, and the homies who know the little homegirl start tripping off me. That's a no-no. See, sometimes you got to think with your big head instead of little head, because your little head will get you in trouble. You mess around, go over there, you fall asleep. Now you got to try to escape. And them dudes is out in the parking lot. They out in the common area. And they see you coming from homegirl's house. And they've been trying to get at her, but she don't want to give them none. But she giving you some. All bad, man. You want to avoid that. The female that has too many tattoos. And I'm not talking about artistic one, but I'm talking about the ones that give up her hood, her street, her city. She in the game, man. And she's for the streets, homie. I'm just being honest with you, man. Not to try to knock, every female that has the hood or streets tattooed on her, but sometimes you have to learn to walk away. And some women are just in love with the streets, man. No matter if they're dating a square that's treating them right, they don't care. They'll run over them. set them up, maybe had their cousins rob them. And then the thing is, even if they don't do that, if you happen to break up with her and she's a street type of female and she's jealous, it's all bad. And I'm not saying only the street females do that. You could have a female that's square, but she can't handle rejection. And that goes on to my next uh, warning sign. Females that are very pretty, 9 or 10, 8, 9 or 10, but they're single, no kids, and it just doesn't add up. She lives a nice lifestyle, but she has no job. You already know what she's about. She got sugar daddies. She got sponsors. She's possibly doing an OnlyFans or some type of sex trade. You know, if she doesn't do that, she maybe makes some money, but she can't keep a man. Any female that's really pretty that can't keep her man, she's crazy, bro. And the thing is, if that pretty female has been used to guys complimenting her, catering to her whole life, and she's used that to get ahead in relationships and life, it'd be hard for you to crack her to where there's going to be some real emotional intimacy involved in the relationship. Because as soon as it gets anywhere near that, she shuts down. She's already been poisoned by the fruits of the game. And, you know, just look at it, man. There's a lot of pretty females you've seen out there, and they've been divorced 2, 3 times. And you thinking, damn, you know, she got looked like she got that fire coochie, but why does everybody keep leaving it? Nobody sticks around for any significant amount of time. You look good on your arm. You go out in public. You know, you guys make a hot couple. You're taking on a bit behind closed doors. She's crazy, man. Watch out for those females. They're out there. They will drive you crazy, and then they'll also stalk you. When you're not around and they can go through your shit, they're going to go through your shit. Go through your emails, go through your phone, track you on your iPhone, all that stuff, man. Be careful out there, man. Watch out. The dating game is very dangerous. It can be. And like I said, if you're out there just, you know, busting cheeks, these are the type of things you got to watch out for. If you're in a relationship, you know, I got a whole nother video for that, but these are the things to look out for. Another thing is social media. If the female social media is heavy with her showing her body, every picture is her lips, her posing, her doing something, that's a warning sign. That's a sign of narcissistic behavior, lack of affection for other people, other men, and the inability to really give herself to someone. Most of these females do not want to give themselves. They want you to give yourself for you to spend your bread, but they ain't gonna give you nothing in return. They say they're giving you the coochie and that's supposed to be enough, but they don't give you what is required to build a meaningful relationship. And that's the difference between a hot chick and a hot chick. See, a woman that gives herself and shares and helps you build your dreams, she's hotter than the hot chick who thinks she's hot because all these guys are in her DMs. So you got to be discerning with that, man. Don't let the looks fool you. Sometimes a female that's not as hot as a female you see on IG with a bunch of followers is a better companion. And it's somebody that you can actually build something with. And as these females age out, as they get in their early 30s, mid 30s, 40s, they become crazier and crazier. And then once they do hook up, it's hard for them to accept if there's a breakup. So you got to be careful because these females at that stage in the game, if they've invested any amount of time and you want to leave them, they're not taking that laying down. There's going to be some backlash. It could be some blackmail. It could be some robbery type shit. It could be them hurting you. You got to be careful, man. And, you know, this isn't about, there's guys out there who are crazy too, but this is for the guys dealing with the females. You got to look for the signs, man. If a female is very much still involved with her ex and she's trying to mess with you, that's questionable. Because why is she still with him? That means she cannot hook up with somebody else. She has an emotional attachment issue, which could also mean she's psychotic. She's crazy. Got to watch yourself. I've dealt with a lot of different females, man. And, you know, for me to settle down and find a woman that compliments me is a blessing. But I didn't think I was going to find a female at that level. And I was just going to, you know, have my fun, man. But for you guys out there, don't rush into anything. Be careful. Look for the signs. Don't put yourself in situations that can put you in harm's way. These females that live in these hood ass apartments or that live in what could be possibly suspect. You might want to think twice depending on what times you want to go see this female, just so you don't have to go through some extra shit if you got to get in and out of there. I'm just saying, man. Even females that, you know, have their own spot. You go in there, you relax. They go unlock the front door for somebody to come up in there. Who knows, man? You got to really, before you get comfortable and start staying the night, you know, thinking you're going to wife her up, really do your homework. I want y'all to be safe out there. I want you to win. And the dating game is, it's a dangerous game these days. So be on top of your game. BigHerc916. Never settle for average. What's up? BigHerc916. If you're looking for that birthday shout out, that pick me up, or that special anniversary wish, holler at me, man. Hit me up on Cameo. Links in the description. Look forward to hearing from you. Average. Go to BigHerc916.com and pick you up a hat.